Hi guys, welcome back to another Apex Racing Academy basic track guide tutorial. Alex Simpson in the Mercedes AMG GT3 at Silverstone Historic. And fantastic circuit, high speed, no slow speed stuff really, apart from maybe Brooklands and Luffield, but it'll be very difficult to overtake I think this week, but going to be a lot of fun as well. It's just such a great circuit to drive. You know, it's always good to have a bit of a high-speed challenge every now and again. As always, we're going to take you through a half-speed lap of the circuit, just trying to point out the most important parts of the circuit for the advanced track guys heading over to the Apex Racing Forum and join the Apex Racing Academy, and we'll go through all of it there and come and have a Q&A session with me, jump in the sessions, and we'll work on setups together and all sorts of stuff. So that's what we've done with the McLaren. There we go. Yeah, with the McLaren guys, and you know, happy to see that we had our first Academy driver win a Pro Series race as well. So we don't really hold back. We you know, we give you everything. We're not driving this Mercedes, so we literally are sharing everything on there. So my setups, I just build them until they're as good as I can get and share them in there. So, but yeah, any questions? Just drop me a line on the forum or anything like that, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But here's to that. Coming out of Luffield, if you want a quali lap, remember just to open the corner up so you get a better exit. It's worth a half a tenth going into turn one, but worth doing. For turn one, obviously brake in probably a couple of car lengths before the signage board on there. Make sure you hook up the right hand wheels on the curb on the left there, and use all this runoff area here. Try not to get onto that rumble strip there, the AstroTurf. It will get your car extremely loose. So if you need to bail out of that corner, well then do so to avoid the spin in the race. Pick up the curb on the left here as quickly as you can. That sort of opens up the circuit on the right. Use all of the sort of the rumble strip area on the right there for that, as well as on the left here. And this opens up this corner, this final corner, Chapel, onto the straight. It's much better having a much wider exit coming into this entry coming into this corner, so that you can get on the power really aggressive all the way down. And this will give you speed that you're carrying all the way down the straight, and you'll gain track time by that way. So it's slightly slower on the way in, so if you're looking at your relative, you'll lose a little bit of time on the way in, but because you're getting on the power, because you've got a much wider line, getting on the power so much earlier, you'll gain a tenth, maybe 2/10 of a second down there. Brake before the skid marks on the road on the left, probably a couple of car lengths before again. We're going for a very late apex here as well. Just into third gear. I'm going to drive off the corner pretty aggressively. You have to watch the grass on the left. You can use a bit of it without getting an off track, but don't take the P, otherwise you'll end up in the wall. Very close to the white line on the right. All of the curb again on the left. Get the car in a straight line down into third gear again. Wait for the car. Eventually the nose will start to bite, so that it's going to turn in. Once that happens, then you can pretty much pick up the gas and just foot to the floor and just exit out of the corner. Make sure you get, if you use the runoff area, make sure you get back over to the right before the grassy bit, otherwise you will get an off track. Flat out through Abbey Corner, no need to lift, just obviously as smooth as you can be through there so that you don't lose the car or lose any momentum. Spot your braking marker just around, it was just around there, sort of the AstroTurf area, and use all of the curb on the right here. I just bled out a little bit wide because I took a little bit too much speed, which means my line was compromised here. You want to get a little bit further over to the right to make Priory actually a little bit easier. We were able to compensate for it okay, but it's a lot easier if you can get further over to the right. Down into second gear for Brooklands. As much of the curbing on the left-hand side as possible, right up close to the sausage curbs. For Luffield, I just sort of take a bit of speed into the corner, just so that the car bleeds out about a car width wide, and then I start to pull it back in and get on the power pretty aggressively. Use all of the runoff area here. Again, I've been pretty conservative there. Right, guys, that's a lap around Silverstone Historic. Any questions? As I said, just drop me a line and I'll try and help you out best I can. Thanks again, guys. See ya.